Something in you knew. You felt it in your body before your brain had words for it, the way the air changed when they walked into the room, the way you started rehearsing every sentence in your head so you wouldn't upset them, how you went from being yourself to being whatever version of you kept them calm. That's not love. That's survival. Maybe they were a parent, maybe a partner, maybe both. One minute you were the best thing that ever happened to them. The next, you were selfish, crazy, ungrateful, and somehow always the problem. So you worked harder. You explained more. You forgave things that were actually unforgivable. You thought, if I just love them enough, if I just behave, maybe they'll finally see me. But here's the truth nobody told you. Healthy people don't need you broken to feel big. Healthy love doesn't require you to disappear. If your mind still replays old fights, if you still find yourself justifying why you left, if you sometimes think, maybe it wasn't that bad, maybe I overreacted. That's not you being dramatic, that's you detoxing from manipulation. They trained you to doubt yourself, to doubt your memory, to doubt your own heart. And still, look at you, you're here. You're listening to something about healing. That alone means something in you refused to die where they left you. Healing from narcissistic abuse is not pretty. It's not a straight line. Some days you feel strong and clear. Other days, a song or a smell takes you right back to the version of you that used to apologize for everything. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means your nervous system is trying to understand that the war is over, even if parts of you still hear bombs. So let's say this together slowly. I am not responsible for someone else's rage. I am not a dumping ground for other people's unhealed wounds. I am allowed to walk away from anyone who repeatedly hurts me, even if they're family. Even if I once loved them with my whole heart. You're allowed to want softness now. You're allowed to want peace. You're allowed to choose people who don't make you earn every drop of kindness. The guilt you feel when you set boundaries, that heavy, sick feeling in your stomach, that's not proof that you're wrong. That's just your body getting used to a new rule. I matter too. Little by little, you start to come back to yourself. You laugh and realize, I haven't laughed like that in years. You say no, and nothing bad happens. You rest without explaining why you're tired. You have a feeling about someone, and this time you trust it. That's healing. Not the absence of pain, but the return of you. One day, you'll look back at the version of you who is still caught in their web, and you won't feel shame. You'll feel compassion, because that version of you stayed as long as they did for one reason. They were hoping love would be enough to heal someone who didn't even think they were sick. You're not too sensitive. You're not hard to love. You were just in an environment that kept wounding you and then blamed you for bleeding. You are not that environment anymore. You are the one who stepped out. You're the one breaking the pattern. And yes, right now it might feel lonely. It might feel confusing. But this space you're in, this in-between, this is where you rebuild, slowly, quietly, on your terms. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to be a work in progress. You are allowed to have days where you feel strong and days where you just breathe and say, at least I'm not there anymore. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are healing from something most people will never fully understand. And the version of you that's coming next, the one who trusts herself, who chooses peace, who no longer begs to be seen, she's already on her way. And honestly, You're gonna be so proud you didn't give up on her.